Good morning and welcome to Full Circle Ozarks.
Well, good morning, Full Circle Ozarks. I've got all the trusses built. There are 3 different stacks around here, but what today I'm going to be focused on is building probably the north wall and the west wall. I may get to the south and the east, don't know for sure if I'll make it that far, but I'll cut the 2x4s, build everything on here, and potentially stand up a couple walls today. So without further ado, I'll put you on a time lapse and just show you how I'm building the walls. All right, see you in a little bit. Well, Full Circle Ozarks family, the north wall is complete. You can see it's got the double top plate. The east and the west wall will overlap the north and the south wall. That's why that 2x4 on top is cut short, 3.5 inches right here, but on both sides. And then the end is sandwiched between OSB, and that just adds in the rigidity and the nailing surface for when I attach the other walls. So that'll be 3.5 inches wide, which the 2x4s for the other walls will then have a solid nailing surface to nail to. So that's why on the ends you get a 1/2 inch OSB in between those 2 studs. But that was potentially the easiest wall, so I'll be moving on, and I think I'm gonna do this 16-foot wall next, or well, I don't know. The 16-foot wall has windows. The front has the double doors with the header, and then this 16-foot wall is just like the back wall. There's nothing complicated on it, but I'll keep you along and keep you updated and put you back on a time lapse so you can see me putting together more walls.
What do you think?
It went a whole lot better than expected. I think building the trusses on the ground
paid dividends too.
Paid dividends. Everything fit in. Bird's mouth cuts were all great. And everything's up and braced and ready for siding.
I'll have to say it's been hard on me. I've been sitting over there in my gator watching, wanting to get out and help. My hip is doing a whole lot better. I'm getting around good. I just have to give it 3 more weeks to get stronger. But anyway, I just wanted to come over and take a look, at least offer my moral support.
Oh, good afternoon, Full Circle Ozarks family. So today I'm going to be putting up house wrap on the side of the shed, followed by this LP laminate siding, and it shouldn't be that difficult, I hope. One thing I'll notice, and I already probably get dinged by it, but everybody has to remember it's just a shed, is I'm not going to be using the nails with the little plastic ring cap to put up the Tyvek wrap. It's a shed. I'm going to use a stapler, but you're supposed to be using the nails with the ring cap to hold on the wind barrier when you put it up. I think that's just for like house structures. You don't even need it for a shed, but I've decided to put it up just as a little bit of extra protection against any type of moisture getting behind the LP laminate. But I'll put you on a time lapse and hopefully we'll get it up pretty quick. At the bottom, I've already put a couple 2x4 braces that I can set the LP smart side on. Snap the chalk line, so it should be relatively even, and we'll get it up, we'll nail it up after I put up the Tyvek wrap, and we'll try to get one side done and move on from there. All right, thanks for watching.
Well, Mom and Joe are knocking it out of the park. He's got about 2 more pieces to put up here on the front. And then a little bit above the eave there. But once this is up, he can either build his doors or he can go ahead and start putting his roof on. So making some good progress. We got some time lapse still going, so I'll be checking back in with you a little bit later.
Well, good afternoon, Full Circle Ozarks. I think I have absolutely failed in recording all my coverage of what I've been doing. I'll take you around and kind of show you what's been done. I think the last time that I recorded, I was just putting up the siding. And what I'm planning to do today is put the siding up on the doors and finish painting the siding. And I may get to adding sheathing to the roof, I don't know. But I'll take you around and show you everything that I've done. So I think the last time I've added these ladders to the outside, and that's just so I have a little bit of an overhang on the outside of the shed. And I framed up the doors. Now, this piece, all these diagonal pieces are just to keep the actual door frame square. The door frame itself is just the outside edge and then that cross member that goes across. I'll take the T11 siding and put it on top of that, nail it and glue it in place, and then on the outside of the siding I'll use 1x4 trim and make that kind of that exact same design on the outside of the door. And I think it'll give it a good look. My wife thinks so. And we'll paint the trim white. We'll add trim around the doors and around the corners. But so this part's been painted. This side's been painted. I got to do the other side in the back. I don't know, I can't tell a color difference between this and this. My wife can, and that's really all that matters. So that's what we got. The other thing I did is I've added this 2x6 fascia board, and then I'll put another board, I'll nail it to the wall, and then I'll actually attach some of that T11 siding to the bottom of that as my soffit, and I'll cut some vents out in the bottom of that and then screw the vents in that have the mesh screen to prevent bugs, but that way the shed can breathe. Also, on the inside of the shed, you can kind of see how it's framed up now with the walls and the roof joists, where actually I guess trusses, but along each truss also there's hurricane ties tying the roof structure to the walls to prevent any type of lift from the roof. Yeah, it's all, so I don't know if that's a closer view that you can see the hurricane ties or not. But that's what I'm planning to do today, is finish painting, do a little bit of cleanup. I will show you the front's already, like I said, been painted, so it's a little bit hard to tell you or show you. But since this part's not been painted, so just learning a lot by doing this. These T111 or LP Smart Sides, so these panels are vertical, so they're 4 foot by 8 foot panel. So that's where all the panels stop, is that metal, and there's something called Z channel, and so that metal extends up about 2 inches behind those other panels up top. And that's why when the water runs down, it has no way to go into the crack in between the panels and into the walls. So it comes in, hits that Z channel, and then it's basically like a drip edge off of that. But those are the rear ladders, these two. So really, you know, my sheet goods for the top, it was going to be 16 feet, but now I've got an additional 12 inches so on each side, so now it's going to be a total of 18 feet. So I'll have to cut some of the sheet goods, but that's all right. But that's it. I'll get to painting and I'll just catch up with you after that. All right, take care.
But folks, thank you again for taking time out of your busy schedule to watch our videos. It means the world to us. Take care, God bless, and I'll see you again on the next Full Circle Ozarks.